What's going on, y'all? So listen.
What's going on, everybody? So we are back again for another episode review of the Haves and the Have-Nots. This is season, girl. What season is this? This season 7. Um, Hold on. Season 7, episode 16. Counting the cost. Okay, so we're just gonna go person by person. This episode was cute. Towards the end, baby, I see where y'all trying to go with this. Okay, it's about to be the blacks versus the Italians. Okay, um, and I don't know how I feel about that. It's about to be the Youngs against the Malones. Okay, and it's just I don't know, and it just so happened to be that way, not on purpose, but because of the situation with Benny. We'll get to it in a second, but it's about to be that way. So speaking of the Malones, the episode picks up where I left off last week. I did not say 9 out of 10. Wyatt didn't get shot. Okay. So when Vinny was telling Sandy, go ahead and shoot Wyatt, show that you want to be up in his family or whatever. Of course, Sandy, he's all talk, but he's not action. Okay. He's no action. When it comes to putting somebody down in the dirt, he's no action. He probably would beat your ass. We don't even know if he'll do that, okay? Because we haven't even seen that yet. We haven't even put him into a fight, where he got to use fisticuffs and stuff like that, okay? But when it comes to pulling guns and stuff like that, he ain't no he a punk, okay? He a punk on that end, which I'm not even mad at, okay? I'm not even mad at, because you don't need to be killing everybody. You don't need to be killing everybody. But to be up in this family, to be in the mafioso, the mafia and all that stuff, you got to put in the work, all right? These gangs and everything, you got to put in the work. He ain't necessarily putting the work. Then he like, what are you doing? You a wimp or whatever? You need to stop that shit. Okay. At first, it looked like Benny was about to take him out, but he told him to go upstairs. Sandy tried to plead his case or whatever. I'm sorry. I'll get better. I'll get better. He was like, listen, you're not gonna embarrass me, okay? Because Mama Rose ain't running shit no more. I'm running this, and you're not about to embarrass me. All right. So when he went upstairs, he talking to Wyatt. Listen, he gets into Wyatt's ass, and he was basically like, listen, I don't understand you people, okay? Uh, Excuse me. So you talk about your parents gonna pay money, okay? So she got into it with Mama Rose, and it's $1 million bounty on your head, but you're not worth $1 million to me. I want you dead, okay? But since she wants that $1 million, we'll see what's going on. And White was like, I bet you my mama ain't she ain't gonna pay that. She said she ain't gonna pay that, didn't she? He got in his feelings a little bit. Vinny was like, I don't understand what's going on with y'all. What type of childhood you grew up with that you out here doing what you doing. You are privileged and everything. If I had your childhood and if I had your life or whatever, I wouldn't be out here doing this mess. Just trying to understand what's going on and going through the psyche of his head. Okay, why you out here doing this? You doing drugs and all this stuff, and you living this privileged life. You ain't had to suffer, but you out here doing this. Vinny was kind of over it. Okay, and then when he told him that your mama said she ain't paying that money, he was like 9 out of 10, she ain't gonna pay that money. Okay, why he got up in his feelings a little bit, and Vinny had to say, we're not gonna do that crying stuff up in here, because I'm not, no psychiatrist or your therapist and all that stuff. We not gonna do that, okay? So you can chuck that stuff up and you can take this like a man. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not gonna kill you right now, because you worth more to me dead, alive right about now than you are dead, okay? So I'm gonna hold on to you for a minute. Meanwhile, Uncle Vinny had to go upstairs and talk to Sandy and basically tell him, get your stuff together. Okay, if you want to be a part of this family, you need to get your stuff together. I'm talking about legacy. I need somebody to pass. Basically, he was just talking like he needed somebody to pass this down to, because out of the people that's in the family, you got Mitch that don't want to be in the family, like in the family lifestyle or what they do. He ain't trying to do that. And then, Vinny talking about how he got kids and everything, and he got to be there for his kids. He want to be there for his kids, but you ain't got kids or whatever. And then he brought up the whole thing about the abortion. I said, abortion? So this girl had an abortion or whatever? He was like, why you even bring that up? I didn't even know she was gonna go ahead and do some stuff like that and all this shit. Girl, Vinny had to tell Sandy, the only person that's scared of you was the girl that you was with, that bitch that you was with. Okay, I said that's true, and that explains the whole lot. That explains a lot. You can't come up against no man, but you will do all that frustration that you got, that you scared to do against a man to a woman, and that's some bitch made shit. And that's what Sandy is. He bitch made, okay? And Vinny see right through it. Vinny see right through it. Meanwhile, David goes over there to the hospital to see Jim. Okay, see Jim, to tell Jim, okay, I went over there and I got the password to the car place or whatever to get the tracking. Okay, and he was like, "What's the password?" So he give him the information. And David calls the place. I said Jim couldn't call the place himself. Oh, damn. Well, damn, David, you doing everything for this man. It's just it's irritating me how much of a boy David is to Jim. And I don't know if they doing this on purpose or they purposely wanted it to come off like this. It is not a good look. Okay? To see this man this black man that obviously has some type of power, but his power only extends so much. And yet he's still catering to this white man as if that's his master. And he his little slave errand boy. Because that is exactly what he's acting like. You're calling numbers for him, and then you handing him the phone. You're doing his dirty work while he in the bed or whatever. I'm like, Jim, if you don't get your ass up, okay, that's a flesh wound that you got. If you don't put some alcohol on it, put a pad on it, and go on out there and do what you got to do. Get the hell, take some antibiotics. You will be alright. And call me in the morning, bitch. You will be alright. Okay, stop it. So he doing all that. And, they get the tracking on the phone. Me and Jill said the same thing. They was like, what's the password? And he said it in a racial type of condescending way. Thank you, Jesus. I said, hell no. Girl, I wasn't even surprised when that happened. I said, should have known. Me and Jim said, should have known that's what it would have been. Should have known. Should have known. But anyway, so they was like, yeah, we're going to call them to see. They're going to call back or whatever to see about the tracking and everything or whatever. So when they do, that's when they find out that the car is over at the Malones place. So I'm surprised that that girl actually dropped him off at the Malones place and did not leave with the car. That is what I'm surprised with, because I would have took the car. His high ass would have been just shit out of luck. I would have took the car, okay? Stripped it up and everything, So then David goes down there trying to see what's going on. Of course, Sandy there trying to talk and say, you need to get up out of here and all this stuff. Ain't nobody here. You need to, just get up out of here, because this ain't got nothing to do with you. Bruh, leave. I said, so you really just going down here to take it? Why are you putting yourself in a mess? Do you know who I am? Mom, sir, do you know who they are? Okay, Jim trying to call Mama Rose and disconnect the phone. Okay, it's over and it's done with. It's over and it's done with. And speaking of Mama Rose, back up in the prison, we get Catherine. She talking to little Kendrick. Kendrick come over there trying to give her a little hot sandwich or whatever. They won't let her in the cafeteria. It's all for her safety, I guess. I don't know. But, she feeling some type of way. She trying to get Kendrick to do some things for her. Make a phone call, give her a phone call. He can't do all that. Listen, Kendrick is like, listen, I'm risking my job by sending you this goddamn hot sandwich right here, okay? But you want me to let you do a phone call and then you want me to do the phone call for you? I need my money, okay? I'm not privileged like you. You know what I'm saying? I need my money. She gonna say, if you do this, I do whatever you need. Okay, how much money do you need? You know what I'm saying? She said, how much do you make here? He said 50. She said 50,000 a year. How do you live on that? Girl, I said, listen to this. That's what a lot of Americans out here, white and black, living on, okay? And some of people living on less than that. You know what I'm saying? Girl, what are you talking about? I said, oh, you really ain't in our world. You in a whole nother universe, girlfriend. And she was like, he said, I make do. Okay, I live where I need to be at. I live where I got everything that I need. She said, if you give me this phone call or you make this phone call for me, I will do anything. I will give you anything you need. He said, I don't need anything. I said, that's right, black men. Kendrick, don't fall for the BS. And then she was still trying to convince him to do it, you know, and he kind of turned, and she was like, I'll come back after shift. I can't do nothing right now because my boss came in. Baby, the chief come up in there, and, you know, he come over there. Kendrick leaves out. He come over there talking to Catherine and everything. And Catherine was like, finally, somebody that's supposedly run this place or whatever. I need to put in a complaint, okay? Because listen, what y'all won't do, and y'all got my whole back fucked up. I've been sleeping on this goddamn bench for days, okay? What is this? He said, sir, these accommodations is atrocious. Girl, the chief said, listen, you're in prison. This ain't no 5-star hotel, sweetie, okay? You got the game messed up. This ain't no 5-star hotel. You are in prison. These are the accommodations that you are going to get accustomed to very, very soon. Okay? And, you know, at this point, everything was going cool or whatever. And, you know, Kendrick, she had asked Kendrick about Wyatt. And this is what irked me. Because Kendrick said, oh, yeah, he cool. He was in the hospital. Didn't say he was in the hospital. He said he's in the hospital. You know, he's okay. But there's a problem. He escaped. Now, you just told her that he was in the hospital. Now you're going to say he escaped. You should have just said he escaped. He was in the hospital, but he escaped, okay? You got to use your present and your past tense verbs, okay? You got to subject agreement and all that stuff, you know? Present and past tense. You got to let it agree. You know, it makes sense. I said, yeah, you should have known that your son would have did something stupid like this, Catherine. And, you know, she heard about the break-in because the chief told him about the break-in, I believe. And was like, I'm pretty sure it was Wyatt or Kendra, or one of them told her. And, you know, the chief did bring up Wyatt and all that shit. And it was like, this whole thing with Mama Rose, I don't know what's going on with that, but, you know, we can get your son $4 million. And she said, oh, so you up here with Mama Rose. It was like, I don't know what you're talking about. I have no stake in this fight or whatever. I don't know who that is that you're talking about. But it is what it is. It's just $1 million for your son. Or, you know, things gonna happen. She was like, let me tell you something. You can tell Mama Rose and you can tell everybody else. I'm not paying a damn thing. Just like Wyatt said. She ain't finna pay that. Girl, I need to go get my hair done because I'm tired of this little fuzz right here just sticking out. Ugh, making me look like... Anyway, y'all know that's my little baby hairs and stuff. But anyway, she said, girl, I ain't paying, okay? And she just stuck to her guns. I said, you know what, Catherine? You's a bad bitch right about now because you standing up to these crazy people and you trying to show people that you crazy too. But baby, I don't think your crazy gonna match they crazy, okay? So I think you should pick and choose your battles a little bit wiser. And at this point, you know, at least try to bargain it down and be like, I'll give you $250 or something like that. You know, maybe $275, okay? You know, because I really feel like they're gonna do something. They're gonna do something until they milk you dry or, you know, to make you pay because the chief walked away and he got on the phone and he told them, she said no. Meanwhile, Marty coming over there talking to Hannah, trying to see what's going on with her and all this stuff that, you know, she got to do with the will and her running Catherine's accounts and stuff like that. And Hannah did take it upon herself to Google stuff so that she can get acquainted with what's going on, which I appreciate, so she won't be going into stuff blind. She's already been given this situation and put in this situation, I should say, without her knowing anything about it. So she's trying to educate herself. Marty comes over there trying to see what's going on, finds out about the house being broken into and by, you know, Wyatt taking stuff, and he said he's going to look into the things, and also, you know, setting up a meeting with, you know, the attorney, the accountants and all that stuff, them two dudes. And it was like, I guess they gonna meet up later on that night. And so, you know, they set that up, and that's all that we saw of Hannah. Moving on from that. Let's get to Benny and no, let's pause then. Let's go to Veronica. Veronica sent that lady Lauren out to go do some errands or whatever so that she can get with her husband, okay? So she can get with that lady's husband. She told Mr. Pool Boy to come up in here. Pool Boy had to tell him, tell Veronica, I'm not a pool boy. I told you I design pools. I am a contractor. That's what I am, okay? You know, she was like, okay, cool. I just needed some help or whatever. You get that cake plate up there for me underneath over the refrigerator if you can. And so he get up there, do what he gotta do or whatever. She was like, oh, so big and strong and all this stuff. You wanna do this and you wanna do that. Veronica is trying to seduce this man. This man is not falling for the bait, okay? He keep on saying how much he love his wife because Veronica asking all these intimate questions. Oh, you love your wife, you a happily married man. He was like, yes, I love my wife. I'm a happily married man. And I live a happy life. Oh, you don't nobody really say that. And when people say that they live in a happy life, they really lie. He was like, I don't know what people you around, but maybe you around the wrong people because I'm good. Me and my wife are good, okay? And so at this point, he went back out there, and Veronica said, mm, mm, mm. Young and dumb, stupid. I'm gonna get you. Because he don't drink. She was like, she offered him a drink. He said, no, I don't drink. She said, oh, you in recovery? He was like, no, it's just for personal reasons. I just don't drink. And she was like, oh, okay. So when he went back out, she was like, you don't drink, I'm going to have you drinking, I'm going to have you cussing, and I'm going to have you cheating in a little bit. Just wait. I said, damn, Veronica, you are a whore. And on the one hand, if you didn't get on my nerves so bad, I probably would have respected it. Because, bitch, Veronica seemed like the type of bitch that if she ate, whoever she set her eyes on, she got. Okay, and I can't help but respect that. Like, damn, bitch, you got a little bit of power up in there. I don't know how you getting it, but they craving to it. Okay, they are catering to it. And when she called that boy dumb, I said I knew I wasn't. I was onto something. I knew I wasn't sitting here being critical for nothing. Like, he just gives dumb tease. He gives dumb tease. I know I wasn't the only one that was feeling that, okay? And when Veronica said that, I said, ooh, okay, I feel all right for saying that. She said, just sit there and be quiet. That's all you need to do. I said, I know that's right. He just looked dumb in the face. He really do. He really give me, like, he do. I would say each time, I gotta leave him alone. Because if I pass cross, he gonna be like, you the bitch that was talking. Yes, I am. But I just want you to. And you know what I think it is? I think it's the hair, though. It's the hair. Okay? And put on a real shirt. You know what I'm saying? It's the hair and it's the hair. I'm looking at it right now. It's the hair. Cut that. Because it's just like when Oliver had that hair, that little cockadoo thing, and it was bothering Landon, and it was bothering me too. And I don't really like Landon on this show. So for us to agree on the same thing, yeah, it was the hair. Cut that a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Or do something with it. Like braid it a little bit. You know what I'm saying? He'll probably look cute with a little couple of cornrows or whatever. But, right about now, nah, that ain't it. That ain't it. Okay, it's the hair. It's the hair. I gotta stop. And speaking of Landon or whatever, Conley is still over there at the president's elect house. Okay, he pop up. Landon come in. They have a meeting. He was like, "Oh, so you the press secretary? You real nice or whatever? You real smart to be looking after the president. And I see that you look after him real closely or whatever. Woo woo woo, getting all up in his business, trying to fill him out." Only to ask him about Candice Young, okay? How do you think he feel about her? Do you think he should get back with her? Because I'm pretty sure I know that he's in love with her. He was like, what? He was like, I don't think that he needs to do that, okay? And that ain't my business to be up into. I said, Landon, you always up in the business, and now you got your tongue, okay? Conley kept on pressing him, but he knew what it was. Conley want him to get back with Candice, okay? Because he don't want him. I don't know what it is about Candice that he wants. What it is that why he pushing so hard, but he wants them to get back together, okay? I guess to stick it to the people or whatever. I don't know. Speaking of Candice in the hotel with Benny. Benny just got off the phone with the realtor. Her name Rihanna. Okay. And he crushing on her just from listening to her voice or whatever. Want Candice to come down there with him to go talk to the realtor and all that stuff. But she don't. She stay in the hotel, let Benny go do what she gotta do. She called Mitch. Mitch come down there, trying to tell Mitch, listen. If Benny, thank you for doing that stuff that you did for me, talking about diverting Benny off the path of Derek as the rapist of his mom and all that stuff, and showing him something else. And they get to talking about the past or whatever, and how she feels. And remember, let's go back a little bit. Betty wanted Candice to go to the realtor with him, I should say. But she didn't want to because she was like, my stomach feeling funny. I don't know, like I just don't feel well or whatever. And I'm sitting here like, hold up. That earlier, that dude that was working with Oliver that was supplying them or whatever, he said that somebody was going to get a pregnancy test. Baby, don't let me find out that Candace pregnant by the president-elect, okay, or whoever. You know what I'm saying? I said your stomach hurt. You know, every time they put it, the woman's stomach hurt or whatever up in any type of situation, they pregnant. Let me find out Candace is pregnant, okay? Plot twist. But anyway, she gets to talking about how she's still in love with the president. And Mitch was like, the last time I seen you look like this was when we broke up or whatever. I said, oh yeah, y'all did used to go together. That's why y'all still good. You know, y'all be good with y'all exes like that, have amicable breakups and stuff. Girl, I was about to spill some stuff about my girl. No, let me shut up. Ashley, not tonight. Okay, you're not finna spill no more of your tea. Girl, I feel like I'm a toxic person, but I'm getting better. Did I just say that? You're not supposed to say that, Ashley. Not about yourself. But you gotta admit some things. Like I do some toxic things, okay? I really do. But it is what it is. It is. You live and you learn and you get better. Okay, I'm living, I'm learning, I'm getting better. Okay, I can put that out there on the forefront. But anyway, so yeah, she like him. She want to be with him. That's basically what it is. Okay, and he was giving her little encouragement, go to the man and all that stuff. Candace, I understand your apprehension because that man literally put you in the trunk, and when the things got down, he didn't claim your ass, and Mitch had to let her know. But he was put in a messed up position because he's for the people right now, okay? And he got other people controlling his stuff. You know what I'm saying? So he had to do what he had to do. I said that I understand that, but still, you ain't have to put me in the goddamn trunk of a car, But shit happens. So moving on from that, this whole I want this storyline gone. Okay, I really do want this storyline gone. This is the most. I lost so much interest in it, especially with Jeffrey and Madison. Like Jeffrey in the shower, some dude come up in the house. He up in Madison place. Some dude come up in there taking his clothes off because he thought it was Madison. Kind of find out his ex-boyfriend, and he throwing shots at Jeffrey, trying to say, you a stripper that I used to know, Leo, and all this stuff. And I was like, what is this? So we added new people. We didn't need all these new people, okay? Just finish out the storyline or whatever and stop complicating it, okay? We don't need these other people. We don't need to add this other shit. Like, he was unnecessary, to be quite honest, and he was doing way too much. Just like Madison do too much, the ex was doing too much, and now, trying to get all up in their business, whether or not they dating. Why do you care? You're the ex, okay? Obviously, you still got feelings because you still over there, Jeffrey, take that up with Madison, and if I was you, I'd leave Madison alone, okay? Because he got baggage, and that's the ex. And the ex look like he gonna try to start some problems too, okay? Probably gonna try to fuck Jeffrey or do a little threesome type of situation. That's what the ex looked like he was on, okay? I wouldn't mind looking at it, but I mean, I'm just saying, okay? But the ex is just doing too much for my liking. And then we get into Justin brother, baby, listen, Justin brother needs help. That whole family needs help, okay? The mama is homophobic and racist, okay? The brother is homophobic and probably racist as well, too. The brother told Justin, we ain't having no queers up in here, okay? I'm not queer. Well, I ain't talking about nobody being gay. Well, I'm not gay. Yes, you are. And he was like, I thought I fixed that. Remember what I did last time? See, this is the thing. Shouldn't have had you around your cousins, okay? Shouldn't have had you told mama about that over there playing with them and all that stuff. I was like, did the cousins do something to Justin? No. They was just playing with Barbie dolls and stuff, and the cousins probably were girls. You know what I'm saying? And that's all that they had to play with, so he was just playing with them because that's what it was. You know what I'm saying? I said, ain't that some stupid stuff? And he was like, remember what I did to you last time when this happened? And you liked it. And he was like, no, I didn't like it. He was like, yes, you did. He was like, no, I didn't. I was 6 years old and she was 15. I said, hold the fuck up. Okay, what? That's nasty and that's rape and that's disgusting and that's child pornography. Okay? That's child sexual abuse right about there. All right? I said that. How do you get a 15-year-old to have sex with a 6-year-old? Okay? And how is things working at 6 years old? I don't understand. And then the brother talking about he was 15, then he changed it and said that he was 16, he was 6 when he had sex the first time too. I said, so what? Bitch, you was raped, okay? Y'all was raped. And you set it up so your brother can get raped too. What is going on? Okay, what is happening? Girl, shit like they be happening in people's families or whatever. And he was like, you need to get your shit together. I already told mom that I was going to get you right or whatever. So you can get back with your wife and all this stuff. And I was like, I forget. Don't he got kids too? I said, this is a mess. A mess. And then at the end of the episode, Benny goes over there to the realtor. She on the phone with Sandy. Realtor girl is Sandy's ex that sent him that servicing them papers to leave her the fuck alone. And she cussing him out, telling him, could you stop? I need you to let me go. Like, stop. I don't need this, okay? I am at work. You have to stop. So she hangs up the phone right when Benny comes in. And, she recognized his voice, so she knew that was Benny. Benny like, okay, cool. This you or whatever. You need some time or whatever. Look like you've been crying. She was like, no, I'm good. So she gives him the portfolio to look at these houses or whatever, and she steps out for a minute to get some more stuff. And so at this point, I said, oh, snap. Benny and her gonna hook up. He gonna be super saver hoe and don't even realize it. And he gonna hook up and don't realize that he messing with the Malone, somebody that's affiliated with the Malone by association. Okay? Baby, it's about to be some mess. And I don't think Mitch gonna be able to help him. Okay? And it ain't gonna be his fault because he ain't know. And so he get a phone call from Veronica, and Veronica is telling him, yeah, I got some information on Derek or whatever. He been in jail and he the one that raped your mama. How you know about my mama and all that stuff? I'm Veronica Harrington, boo. I know everything. And so Benny was pissed off because Mitch just told him a lie and he realizing that, okay? And so at this point, was it on this episode or was it going to be on next week's episode when Veronica said he got a prison record just as long as your penis? I said, Veronica loves Benny, okay? That's her young boy right there. Benny must have really, ooh, Diamond going to come out next week. I feel like Diamond is coming out next week from the Pank, okay? And I'm going to be here for it, you know what I'm saying? I like it a little rough or whatever. But anyway, that was the halves and the have-nots. You know what I'm saying? You guys tell me how you felt about tonight's episode. And I will see you guys later. I am so tired. If y'all can't tell, I am so tired. I'm all over the place. But anyway, I will see you guys later. Peace.